Welcome back to another episode of Husky's World. On this episode, we received this light from somebody, and it's a Husky brand, and it does not turn on. It's currently plugged into the wall. We have our circuit sniffer. We got power going to the unit. We need to get inside of this and see if we can figure out what the funk's all about. As you can see right now, I have no power going to it. I have disconnected the cable. We're gonna open up the back of this box right here and see what it will tell us on what's going on back here. Got my screw gun. Here we go. We got an oversized bag for all of our screws for this. Let's open her up. Okay. So looks like there's a ballast right here. Is power getting past this switch? Let's plug it in and let's use our sniffer and let's just see if we can detect any power past the switch. We have our unit plugged in. There's power. Seems to be power going to that. We should probably back probe these to see if we have any power going to this unit at all. What this is a converter. It converts the input of 120 volts and converts it to 30 volts DC at 0.46 amps. This on the outside, this one, I believe this is the output. We have it on DC volts. We're gonna back probe this converter. I believe this to be positive right here. I mean, maybe it's reversed. We'll figure it out once we plug it in. I'm getting nothing. Let's do it with the switch. The switch is on right now, and that's off. The output side's working, so it is converting. This converter's good. So I believe the problem lies somewhere in the bulb. We may have to crack into this and go deeper down the rabbit hole to figure out what is going on with this. I'm gonna unplug it. And I'm going to take off this converter box here to make our lives a little easier. I'll use this guy right here. Okay, good. That pops off like that. Make sure we got power. Turn this on. Oh, I already see a problem already. It was flickering. So what I'm leaning towards in this repair is that the LED is failing. It probably fails because over time and heat, it just eats the crap out of these. I'm actually fixing this for somebody, and if I could find a cheap enough LED to replace it in this unit, then maybe I'll do it, but I found this exact light on eBay for $11.99. It's not cost effective to really fix it, but I'm kind of doing it as a favor for somebody, and it's more of a, see, I told you I could fix it for you type deal. We're gonna pop off these screws and then get into here and see if we can't get to that LED and make something happen. We'll pop these screws off here, 4 screws inside of there. Okay, I got the bezel off. I'm just gonna put that in the bag as well. The glass, hopefully it will just pop off without much effort. Let's do a pry tool around here. We can always rebutyl it later on. Okay, got the lens off. Pop these guys off right here. In case you were ever wondering what the inside of a Husky light looks like, I'm going to show you. Okay, and here is our little cob light, it looks like. This has a couple more screws holding this in place. That. A little plastic condom that goes over it. It's like a Bridge Lux 12 is the name of this deal. Let me see if I can find it, how much it will cost. So it's official, we have a dead LED light right now. It's got an internal short somewhere in the LED itself. So yeah, we got a bad LED. See if we can order one cheaply to make this cost effective. And we're back again. It's been probably 3 days, but we're back on the Husky light. I got parts. Let's get back to this whole thing. So where we left off, we did a test right here trying to test this light, and nothing was happening with it. It wasn't functioning properly. And this is what it was doing. This is positive and this is negative. And it's sort of flickering. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but nothing's happening right there. It's kind of working a little bit, but it just cut out because I gave it power. So here's the thing. Right now it's off. I'm gonna put this power right here and here. It's kind of flickering, and if I take it off, so something's definitely wrong with that. I ordered a replacement style light bulb, and we're gonna test it with this. Now I think this is gonna be a different color temperature, which it's fine. It's a work light. I'm not gonna stress about it, but I got positive here and negative, and look at that. We have a working light. And I've been doing this on my my bench power supply here just so I can test it out, but look at that. I think that's gonna be great. We need to unsolder this. We need to solder the new one in place and get it going. That one's off. Take this one off. They did a nice job soldering it. There we go. Got that one off. Turn this one down a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Let's test the light real quick. Look at that. We're back in action. Now it's gonna be hot because I had no thermal paste. So now I gotta put thermal paste on. So these lights use this weird pad material, which is for heat transfer, but it's very cheap. It's dried out too. And the best thing to use is actual thermal paste. And that's what I have. I have some good quality thermal paste here. So we're gonna put it all on this metal pad down here and we're gonna solder. I'm not trying to go crazy with it because I don't want to put tons of it on there, but I'm putting just enough. Yep. We have that right there. So now we got to put our 4 screws in. Now I might as well clean our glass. A nice microfiber towel. Clean it up. Let me also clean this. Huh, need the glass on there. I'm getting all excited. All right. I want to put the transformer back the way we had it. There's a little screw that's holding that in place, and then there's a small screw right here. Okie dokie. Let's put our accoutrement in there so it's back inside of the casing. Let's plug her in, see how she does. No whammies, no whammies. Look at that. We got a work light. Fantastic. It works. I don't know if she's fixed, but she's different, as they say at Junkyard Digs. But we have successfully fixed this light. We put thermal paste on the back instead of using a pad. From what I've researched, the pads are just a cheap way of doing it for heat insulation. The thermal paste is the best. For an example, like when I'm working on wine refrigerators and I'm replacing the pelters in the back of it, I'm not using a thermal pad to cool it down when it's placed between the inner heat sink and the outer heat sink on it. Like, I'm using thermal paste because those pelters get super hot. So that's another reason why these lights go bad. They're cheaply made. It's a Husky, probably $20 at best light. Why would they want to over-engineer it? It makes no sense. They're going to lose money that way. But anyways, we fixed it. We made it better than it was before. I believe that did have more of an orange color into it. This one is more of a 6000K light, so it's more of a whiter light, but I mean, as a work light, it's fine. It'll do its job. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Punky's World. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're as excited as I was to take this Husky apart and see what the guts look like on the inside. Cheers, everybody.